Hello everyone. Today we're focusing on two urgent crises, the conflicts in Sudan and Gaza. But more than the headlines, this is a story about what connects us, our shared humanity. Across the world, communities are answering a single urgent call: compassion. Christians, Muslims, and people of every background are working side by side. Muslim humanitarian groups coordinating with the Red Cross and other relief organizations, volunteers distributing food and medicine, and neighbors opening their doors to those in need. In the face of violence, displacement, and heartbreak, we have a choice. We can let religion be a wedge, or we can let it be a bridge. When faith motivates service rather than division, life-saving cooperation happens and mutual understanding grows. Earlier this year, religious leaders renewed a public push for interfaith solidarity, from the rector of the Paris Grand Mosque proposing a meeting with Pope Francis to global appeals by Catholic and Muslim leaders calling for protection of civilians in Gaza and Sudan. In a world like ours, the horror of war in Gaza and Sudan must not be tolerated. Religion must never be used to justify such crimes. These moments prove faith can heal rather than divide. Now is the time for everyone, every belief, to stand together for justice, protect the innocent, and bind our communities through compassion and action. Christian and Muslim teachings share powerful overlaps: care for the poor, the dignity of every person, hospitality to strangers, and the moral duty to protect life. When leaders act on those shared values, whole communities feel it. Across Europe and the Middle East, churches and mosques have coordinated food drives, medical aid, and shelter for refugees from conflict zones. Practical cooperation shows faith turning compassion into action. High-profile interfaith appeals, like joint statements calling for ceasefires and civilian protection, amplify moral pressure on policymakers and remind the world that human life is a shared priority. Local clergy and imams hold joint vigils, interfaith prayer services, and town hall dialogues that reduce fear and stop misinformation before it spreads. When Christians and Muslims stand together, they protect the most vulnerable, build trust across communities, and model a different story than the headlines, one of shared humanity, not inevitable conflict. Imagine a mosque and a church opening their doors to the same family fleeing war, sharing food and a bed. That image is the backbone of lasting peace. Faiths that care for the same values can heal the same wounds. If you believe in dignity and mercy, act today. Give, gather, and share. Subscribe for more stories of unity.